Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hype, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Heart, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. Hope you like this video and subscribe as we talk about something very unfortunate that happened in Major League Baseball, and that is Shohei Ohtani. And before we get into this, I need you to subscribe and let me know what you think about this. It's a very tough situation. I mean, he's the best player in baseball by far. One of the best pitchers in the game, one of the best hitters in the game, and he tore his UCL in his elbow. Now this will be the second time that he's done that in his career. He did that back in, 2018, 2019, and he's done pitching for the season, but apparently he's going to be playing, he's going to hit. He's going to come to New York for the Angels to face the Mets, and the Mets we're going to see him this weekend, at least at the plate. I mean, but it is very difficult to watch a player that is as good as he is and see him have this kind of an injury. It's tough, because you want to see these players healthy, especially the real great ones. And I guess he kind of wore his body down. I mean, this is like the second time in how many years? 5 years that he ruptured that elbow. It'll be interesting to see how he recovers this time around, because very few players come back from Tommy John to begin with and be as good as he's been over the last 3 years. And it's going to be even 10 times, even 100 times worse in terms of rehab. How he's going to recover from this one, I don't know. Now, in 2019, he didn't pitch. He did hit. He pitched I think he pitched one game in 2020, and then he came back, I guess, with a vengeance with 21 and pitched great. 22, pitched great. This year he's pitched great. He's going to get a lot of Cy Young Award votes. But boy, I mean, what a disappointment going into his free agent year. Now, they're all saying he's still going to get $500 million, but he's not pitching next year. I mean, because his injury happened so late in this season, I can't imagine him pitching next year, even in September, for any team. And who knows how much he's going to play next year, and how effective he's going to be as a player, even if he's just DHing. Now, Bryce Harper had Tommy John surgery in the off season, but he's not a pitcher. He's a right fielder, and he missed when he came back here late May, early June, and he's had his issues with this elbow, to where he's not as productive as he had been. It's taken him some time to recover from this injury. Now he's still not really playing. He's not playing the outfield. He's played first a little bit, and he's DH'd. But his recovery's been kind of uneven in terms of his performance on the field. So if you're signing him to a long-term deal, that first year you're not going to get much production out of him, just in terms of the offensive side, because he's going to be recovering from a major surgery. So, I mean, I'm trying to figure out where he's going to be. This is Ohtani, where he's going to be in terms of the rehab and how he's going to be. Because if I was looking at his numbers, he had 190 something in 2020, and the strike and the pandemic year. So, I don't know if the value there, especially the first year, is going to be there. Now, he's 29 years old. He just turned 29 last month. He's going to be 30 in July. If you're any team, are you going to want to sign him to a 10-year contract, which is probably what he was looking at? Now, they've been talking a lot about him on the Mets broadcast, and they were asking the questions of, well, how long do you have him as a pitcher? And how long do you have him as a hitter? In all likelihood, he's not going to pitch as long as he is going to be as an offensive player. So how do you value his arm? And this is prior to this injury. So where is his value as a player now that he's had this second injury to this elbow? And, I would say this. The human arm is not built to throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's just not built for that, obviously. And so I see all these enormous injuries to all these great pitchers. As you know, Jacob deGrom lost time, and now the great Shohei Ohtani. You can't throw 100 miles an hour and not expect the arm to fall apart. Not to expect that elbow to crack in several different places. It is extremely unfortunate to see this happen to, like I said, to such a great player. Now, I've been talking a lot about him to be very different, be very careful with him, because no one's ever done this before. People have been sort of saying online that he's already proven that he's a Hall of Fame player. No, he hasn't. He's done it 3 years. And the criteria has always been 10 years. And he's only done it 3 years. 3 years as a pitcher and 3 years as a bat. Now, he does have Rookie of the Year. He's probably going to win this year's MVP. He's probably, he's got the other MVP. It is extremely difficult to put a player this early in his career into the Hall of Fame. And I thought, well, you got to be careful, because no player's ever done this on this high of a level. No one's ever done this, be honest with you. So this player is in uncharted territory in terms of injuries, in terms of where he is as a player, and there is going to be overall wear and tear on him. So it makes me wonder, how long is this career going to be good for? Just overall. We're already seeing that the elbow can't handle the wear and tear that he has put on his body. What about the rest of his body? Now, he doesn't play the field. Someone said to me, if the Mets bring him in, they should play him in right field. And I'm thinking, are you trying to kill the poor guy? Run his body completely into the ground. But, I think teams should be very wary now. You'll get the performance, but for how many years? You can get it for 10 years? Probably not. You'll probably get it for maybe 4 or 5 years. Because like I said, we've never seen this before. So just common sense tells you. You don't need analytics to tell you. Like the common sense theory, is not a theory, and practice. Common sense is telling you that this body that he has is going to break down much quicker than just a player that's a position player. And he's not playing the field, and you're seeing his body breaking down. So that is a concern that every team should have when they sign him. The New York Mets are going to be involved. The Cubs are going to be involved. The Dodgers are going to be involved. The Angels. I think there's a chance he might stay in Anaheim. I wouldn't surprise you. The Giants are going to be so involved. The Padres, they jump at the hat. They would jump so quick at him. But that's really, it's a real shame that he hurt his elbow again. I'll let you know. And I think he'll probably play the rest of the season. He'll probably get this up. But who knows? I really don't know. They're not in it. The Angels aren't in it. That's another scenario that we have to look at. The Angels made all these trades prior to the deadline to help them improve their chances to re-sign him. And all the moves they made were kaput, did nothing, did not help them. And in fact, obviously this injury caught up with him because he wasn't pitching nearly as well, and we saw it. Well, what a shame. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.